have to be careful. If Bateman is already here, I can't let him surprise me. If I make a mistake, it will be the end. No one will help me here. Door to one of the rooms with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. Door to one of the rooms with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. Am I to use those two things together? But how? It seems someone tried to repair the door here. I'll borrow the screwdriver. The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. Door to one of the rooms with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. Door to one of the rooms with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. The room is dark. I don't see anyone inside. Door to one of the rooms, with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. Were it not for that steel cable, wind would have torn the sign down long ago. That doesn't make any sense. Maybe someone used to drive here once and used this gas station, but it's long abandoned now. A long hose is attached to the stand, but it's damaged. That's why the stand is out of order, if I understand well the contents of that sign. It was easy to detach the hose, but it has a long fissure in it. I don't know of what use it could be to me in such a state. I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. I'll detach the hose. It's too short, and the welding torch can't be moved anywhere with it. I'll keep them on the hose. Without them, I wouldn't be able to attach it anywhere. No idea why I would do that. A long hose with a long, deep fissure. Attached this hose from the welding torch. It was attached to two clamps, which now are loose. The clamp is loose, I'll just take it. And here comes the second clamp. I'll throw the hose away. I don't need it anymore. I'll keep them on the hose. Without them, I wouldn't be able to attach it anywhere. This is the clamp I removed from the hose. It's no use to attach this hose. The gas would just leak through the fissure. I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. Door to one of the rooms, with a lock. I don't hear anything from inside. The shades in the window are drawn. One piece is ripped out at the top, but it's too high for me to look inside. No, I don't see anything, even when I stretch up. It's Bateman. I can see him. It's quite dark there. He probably has only a candle lit. He's leaning against a wall with his hands and forehead. And he's holding a gun. Damn, the mirror fell out of the frame and broke. Did he hear it? I should presume so. He has a gun and he knows someone is here. What now? I'll take a shard. Bateman is not behind that door. Actually, I hope it's empty and there's not somebody who ran into him here. I don't think I need to waste any more time here. Bateman is not behind this window. Bateman is not behind that door. Actually, I hope it's empty and there's not somebody who ran into him here. I don't think I need to waste any more time here. Bateman is not behind this window. Bateman is not behind that door. Actually, I hope it's empty and there's not somebody who ran into him here. I don't think I need to waste any more time here. Bateman is not behind this window. That doesn't make any sense. If I released this cable, the wind would most likely knock down the sign so that it smashes the wall of Bateman's room. This would definitely make the sign collapse, but the cable is steel. I'd say that this won't lead anywhere. Were it not for that steel cable, wind would have torn the sign down long ago. If I released this cable, the wind would most likely knock down the sign so that it smashes the wall of Bateman's room. This would definitely make the sign collapse, but the cable is steel. That doesn't make any sense. Am I to use those two things together? But how? Am I to use those two things together? But how? A long hose with a long, deep fissure. I don't think I need to waste any more time here. Bateman is not behind this window. Bateman is not behind that door. Bateman is not behind that door. I don't think I need to waste any more time here. I'll cut a piece of that leather. This is exactly the material I could use. If I fasten the leather well, maybe it will work. The leather is partially fastened on the hose, but it probably won't be enough. Now it should hold well. The fissure is fixed. Now I can use the hose with the welding torch. I first need to firmly connect the hose before I can carry the welding torch around. Now only to attach it properly to the gas inflow and to the burner. I definitely don't want the gas leaking anywhere. That welding torch could possibly solve my problems. I'll keep it in mind. Oxygen is flowing into the hose. The acetylene feed is now open. I don't think it's a good idea to walk here with a burning welding torch. I'll move the welding torch next to the anchor cable. While the burner melts the cable, I can move near the door, and as soon as the sign falls down, I'll rush in there and surprise him. After this crashes, he's going to be disoriented for a while. Oh God, let this work. Let's do it.
Drop the gun. Now! You're really a no-hoper. You know that? Ah! So what are we gonna do with it? So you know, Laura, what love means. True, unfailing, eternal love? That wound of yours, lethal, by the way. There are things which hurt much, much more. But they only hurt those for whom love is more than an empty word.
Yes, I know.
What could you possibly know? You know nothing. That I killed? So what? Even that's love. What is the life of a stranger worth compared to it? I killed 6 and I would kill 1,000. I would kill everyone if I have to. An empty, dead world with only her and me in it.
That's not love, that's madness.
They died so that she may live. And now I must die too. You don't fear for me, do you? It won't take long. My sacrifice will complete the ritual, and the angel of death will have to obey me. He will bring me back. But what's most important, Lara, she will return with me. We're going to be together again. All is going to be just like it was before. But there is one last step to be taken. Let's finish it, Lara. What's going to happen now is not for your eyes.
Don't be so stubborn, Lara. You're bound by things beyond your understanding. Don't fight it. Yield to it.
Never. I have always relied on my reason and my abilities, not on faith. As long as I breathe, until my heart stops beating, I will look for him. I will fight. Yes, let's finish it. And then... darkness. Nothing but darkness.
So the arrival of a special police team or your transportation to the hospital, you don't recall any of that?
No. And Amanda, thanks for listening to me.
Listening is my job. And that story of yours, you could have died. You know that?
I was lucky.
The medical record even says you're... Atherton. Only until 4 o'clock today, I think. Sure. I won't tell her you called. Jimenez, he's been asking about you every day.
I won't tell her you called? What did that mean?
He cares about you, probably more than he's willing to show.
He's great. I know, but you too. That's why I brought Max to you for therapy then.
You probably guess he's the reason I'm here now. Some parts of your story were disturbing. That the serial killer left messages and symbols only Max could had known.
But I don't believe that Max was Bateman. Or else I wouldn't have killed him, would I?
And the Angel of Death? That's a bit too much.
But I've seen her. I've spoken with her. I know some things directly from her.
Lara, listen. While it's unusual for a patient to create a person inside their own head and then consider it a real living person, it's not unheard of. Max told you about the Angel of Death, and you've created him inside your head. You were alone. You missed Max's helping hand, so you created someone to talk to. Someone that would help you. It's logical that no one else could see him.
So, I'm crazy? No, I don't believe that.
I didn't say that. In your case, it's not a steady state. Even now you feel it doesn't make sense, don't you?
But...
Well, it will be best to tell this straight. I've checked some things. Jimenez helped me with it. That Shihan you cooperated with in China, she actually never worked for the FBI. She committed suicide. The FBI also checked the shaft on Mission Street where those dead bodies were found. They didn't find anything on the walls there. No writing, no sign, not even the remains of something erased. I've seen police photos from that Chinese restaurant. There was no writing on the freezer door. And Bateman? He was unsuccessfully undergoing medical treatment for dissociative identity disorder. He wanted to run away, and he wanted to get caught at the same time. That's why the clues were so confusing. Shall I continue?
But Kira, she was so real.
So tell me, what did she look like?
Wait, now that you mention it...
Let me guess. You can't recollect her appearance, or you've given her the first face that occurred to you. Until one particular moment, everything was real. That painting in the church underground contained some random connection with 2 of Max's paintings. And it was in that moment that your mind, wanting to get Max back so much, started creating its own world.
I don't know. I need time to think about it.
Well, I should go. I think you have another visitor. I'll come tomorrow.
Doctor?
She's yours.
Don't say anything. Bad news. I do know you a little.
Renier.
Will she fire me?
She checked everything you did in this case. She says she's found a lot of mistakes, things you might have done better.
And to think, she forced me to take back my letter of resignation.
Work doesn't matter now, believe me. Do you remember when I called you and you didn't let me finish? When you left for San Francisco, I hired a couple of people and continued searching for Max. They crawled through all the hospitals, slums, fishermen's villages. They showed his photo hundreds of times, asked about someone injured, someone who could have lost his memory.
No, Diego, please stop. I don't have the strength to cling to another vain hope. I want to be alone.
As you wish. But you will send him away yourself, right? He's come from far away, after all.
Je suis là lost a friend I didn't know. I was just a friend you didn't show. Just to what you meant, so I should go. I should go, just go away. We were meant to play that silly game, but instead I just felt ashamed. I just wanted to know if I should go. I should go, just go away. 'Cause now I just play the game, and I felt like I done the walk of shame. 'Cause now I don't even know your name. 'Cause I know that you'll just fade away. Said how many times are you gonna walk away? And a little story to be told. What you had in mind is what I hold against your face when I leave.
What about them?
Put them to rest. It's time to go to sleep. For them. And for me.
That book, is it true? Does it tell how to live forever? How to bring someone back to life?
You can't believe all what they say.
But you said we had to hide it.
That book isn't dangerous because of what it contains. It's because of what people think it contains. What they are capable of doing to get it.
Well, it is safe in here.
Yes, Jabali. It better be.